Welcome to Trending Update USA. I am Stefan, and today we bring you a comprehensive update from Melbourne as Coco Gauff continues her Australian Open journey with resilience, maturity, and an unmistakable champion's mindset, overcoming persistent serving issues to secure her place in the next round of the season's first Grand Slam. Under the blazing Melbourne sun and in front of a crowd that has quickly grown accustomed to witnessing drama, grit, and breakthrough moments, Coco Gauff once again reminded the tennis world why she is considered one of the most compelling figures of her generation. The scoreboard may show a straightforward advancement, but the path to victory was anything but simple. Serving inconsistencies threatened to derail her momentum, yet Gauff found solutions in real time, leaning on her athleticism, defensive instincts, and mental strength to outlast her opponent and move forward. From the opening games, it was clear that Gauff's serve would be a central storyline. Double faults crept in early, disrupting her rhythm and gifting her opponent free points at crucial moments. The first serve percentage dipped lower than expected, forcing Gauff into extended rallies and placing extra pressure on her second serve. For many players, such issues can spiral quickly, but Gauff approached the challenge with calm determination rather than visible frustration. What stood out immediately was her body language. Even after missed serves or lost service games, Gauff maintained eye contact with her box, nodded to herself, and reset between points. This composure has become a defining feature of her evolution over the past 2 seasons. Once known primarily for raw talent and explosive athleticism, she has grown into a tactically aware competitor who understands that Grand Slam matches are marathons, not sprints. As the match progressed, Gauff began compensating for her serve by elevating other aspects of her game. Her return of serve was sharp and aggressive, neutralizing her opponent's attempts to capitalize on Gauff's serving vulnerability. She stepped inside the baseline on second serve returns, immediately putting pressure back on the server and flipping the momentum of several games. Her movement, as always, was exceptional. Gauff tracked down balls that seemed destined to be winners, turning defense into offense with remarkable speed. Each extended rally appeared to favor her, not just physically but psychologically, as her opponent grew increasingly frustrated by Gauff's refusal to miss. The Australian Open has often been a stage where Gauff's growth becomes most visible. Since her early breakthrough as a teenager, expectations have followed her relentlessly. Every match is scrutinized, every flaw magnified. Serving issues, in particular, have been a recurring topic of discussion among analysts and fans alike. Yet matches like this demonstrate that even when one part of her game falters, Gauff possesses enough depth to adapt and survive. Midway through the match, subtle adjustments began to pay off. Gauff simplified her service motion, focusing on placement rather than power. Instead of chasing aces, she aimed for higher margins over the net and targeted her opponent's weaker return side. The result was not a dramatic spike in aces, but a noticeable reduction in double faults and an increase in confidence during service games. These small victories added up. Holding serve, even imperfectly, allowed Gauff to apply scoreboard pressure. Break points came more frequently, and when opportunities arose, she pounced with authority. Her forehand, often criticized in the past for inconsistency, looked controlled and purposeful, especially when redirecting cross-court shots down the line to end points decisively. The crowd played its part as well. Melbourne fans are known for their tennis knowledge and emotional investment, and Gauff has steadily become one of their favorites. Each hard-earned hold of serve was met with applause, each defensive sprint rewarded with cheers. That energy seemed to fuel Gauff during key moments, particularly when facing break points. Beyond the immediate match result, this victory carries broader implications for Gauff's Australian Open campaign. Early rounds in Melbourne are notorious for exposing weaknesses. The fast hard courts reward strong serving, and players who struggle in that department often find themselves vulnerable. For Gauff to advance despite serving issues sends a message to the rest of the draw: she does not need to be perfect to win. This resilience is especially significant given the depth of the women's field. The Australian Open draw is stacked with power hitters, crafty veterans, and fearless newcomers. Every round presents a new test, and adaptability is often the difference between early exits and deep runs. Gauff's ability to problem-solve on court suggests she is prepared for the unpredictable challenges ahead. After the match, Gauff acknowledged the serving difficulties with honesty, emphasizing that she is actively working through technical and mental adjustments. Rather than framing the issue as a setback, she described it as part of the ongoing process of improvement. This perspective reflects a maturity beyond her years and a long-term view that prioritizes growth over immediate perfection. Her coaching team has echoed this sentiment throughout the season. They have emphasized patience, reminding observers that even the greatest players have endured periods of technical instability. What separates champions is not the absence of flaws, but the ability to compete effectively while addressing them. Historically, many Grand Slam champions have experienced shaky starts to tournaments, only to sharpen their games as the rounds progress. Gauff's performance fits that pattern. The foundation is there: elite movement, competitive fire, tactical awareness, and a willingness to adapt. If the serve stabilizes even slightly, her ceiling at this tournament rises dramatically. Another encouraging sign was Gauff's performance under pressure. Facing break points on multiple occasions, she chose bold options rather than playing passively. Whether it was stepping up for a forehand return or approaching the net at unexpected moments, she trusted her instincts. This assertiveness is crucial at the highest level, where hesitation can be costly. As she advances to the next round, attention will naturally turn to potential matchups and storyline implications. Each victory adds to her confidence and reinforces the belief that she belongs among the tournament's leading contenders. While serving remains a work in progress, her overall game appears robust enough to withstand adversity. The Australian Open has often been a proving ground for players on the cusp of greatness. For Gauff, this match may not be remembered for flawless execution, but it could be remembered as a turning point in how she manages imperfection. Winning ugly, as the saying goes, is sometimes more valuable than winning easily. Fans and analysts will continue to watch closely, debating technical tweaks and forecasting future outcomes. Yet at its core, this match was a reminder of why tennis remains such a compelling sport. It is not just about power or precision, but about resilience, adaptability, and the mental strength to persevere when things are not going according to plan. As Coco Gauff moves forward in Melbourne, she carries with her the lessons of this hard-fought victory. Serving issues may still loom, but confidence grows with every round survived. In a tournament where momentum can shift rapidly, her ability to weather early storms could prove decisive. This is Trending Update USA. I am Stefan, and we will continue to bring you in-depth coverage of Coco Gauff's Australian Open journey, analyzing every challenge, breakthrough, and defining moment as it unfolds on one of tennis's biggest stages.